Good morning, students. Now we will see the topic tubular reabsorption. So what is tubular reabsorption? It is a solute reabsorption taking place in the renal tubules of the nephron. So basically there are four parts of nephron. One is the proximal convoluted tubule, that is extending from the Bowman's capsule, then loop of Henle, then distal convoluted tubule, then collecting duct. So in proximal convoluted tubule, what is happening? So in proximal convoluted tubule, about 67% of all the solutes are reabsorbed along with water. Solutes namely sodium, potassium, chloride. Since both solutes and water are equally reabsorbed, it is isoosmotic. The urine here is isoosmotic. Then coming to the Henle loop. In Henle loop, we have two parts. One is the descending limb, other one is the ascending limb. The descending limb is permeable to water, so water absorption takes place by osmosis. And in ascending limb, you have thin and thick ascending limb. In thin ascending limb, there is a passive reabsorption of solutes takes place, sodium and chloride. And in thick ascending limb, it's a very important part, and here it contains transporter, co-transporter, sodium, potassium, 2-chloride co-transporter. So solutes are actively reabsorbed in the thick ascending limb of Henle, and this plays a very important role in increasing the osmolarity of the medullary interstitium. That plays a very crucial part in the countercurrent multiplier and concentration of urine. The next is the now the urine which is leaving this segment will be hypotonic, and once it goes for the distal tubule, there is co-transporter, sodium chloride co-transporter, that also actively reabsorb the sodium and chloride. Then coming to the collecting duct, in collecting duct you have two cells, one is P cells, other one is I cells. So the P cells have epithelial sodium channel that helps in the passive reabsorption of sodium, and we have the ROMK channel, that is potassium channel, that will secrete potassium, and we have water reabsorption taking place in collecting duct, and in the influence of ADH hormone, antidiuretic hormone, that acts on the aquaporin 2 channels. So all these events are taking place in the principal cells. One is sodium reabsorption, potassium secretion, and water reabsorption. And we have another cell in the collecting duct, it is called I cells or intercalated cells, and this cell contains two pumps. One is hydrogen potassium exchanger, that is not a pump exchanger, and we have H plus ATPase. This H plus ATPase is under the influence of aldosterone, and it stimulate and it secrete H plus ion, and this H plus K plus exchanger, it secretes a H plus ion and reabsorb potassium. So potassium absorption takes place. So these are the events taking place in the collecting duct. So this will complete the various solute reabsorption in the various segments of the renal tubules. Thank you.